Oh, right, guys. So I just got done watching Son Son Blue. That's right. So Son Son Blue is a movie about a Neil Diamond impersonation band, and Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson, are in it, and they're really good. And they meet each other, and they fall in love, and the chemistry between the two of them, you can really feel it. And they start a Neil Diamond tribute band, and they go around playing Neil Diamond songs. And Neil Diamond's the greatest of all time. You can never go wrong with Neil Diamond. Obviously, everyone knows that song "Sweet Caroline." Everyone knows that song. And he actually didn't like "Sweet Caroline" because, like, he was like, "There's so many other great." Neil Diamond songs. I don't care about Sweet Caroline, but she said, you got to open with it, and that's the song everyone wants to hear. But he didn't want to play because he wanted to. He said there's so many other great songs. I don't care about Sweet Caroline. But yeah, this movie was really good. It also has Jim Belushi, John Belushi's brother, and also has Michael Imperioli, which is really good to see him in this. And yeah, he was really good. He was like a Buddy Holly impersonation band. And yeah, this movie's really good. A lot of stuff happens. It's pretty sad. There's definitely some sad parts. Some tragedy strikes. Multiple times. But the real tragedy is what happened at the end. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you'll see the movie because it's something big. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. All the stuff that happens, and yeah, it takes place in the '90s. And yeah, Hugh Jackman's character Mike. He's a recovering alcoholic. He's been sober for like 20 years, at this point. And yeah, it's a really good movie. Like, man, this is awesome. You're hearing all those great Neil Diamond songs. It was pretty awesome. And at one point, they played for they opened for Pearl Jam, which was really big. They opened for a band like Pearl Jam. That's when they knew they made it, and he didn't even know what a Pearl Jam is. He got a call from the lead singer, and he was like, "What the hell is a Pearl Jam?" And but yeah, he didn't even know what the hell Pearl Jam was. He I guess he didn't hear of them. But yeah, so that was definitely pretty big. And yeah, it's just, man, it's a really good film. A lot of crazy stuff happens. It's a lot of ups and downs. But man, this movie is really good. It was awesome, man. I'm really glad I decided to watch the movie. I missed it in the theater, but I'm glad that I decided to watch it now. It was really good. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. I definitely recommend it.